So we've installed R and now we've opened it up. There's the console, which is what you see right now, and then when there's an output, you'll see it on the right-hand side. Right now, this is just the console. I've made a few assumptions about what you already know in order to get the most out of this course. You should be numerically literate, and it's helpful if you have some programming experience. You don't need a lot, and it's not a requirement, but a little bit of programming experience goes a long way. There are 4 things you need to run the code in this book. RStudio, a collection of R packages called the tidyverse, and a handful of other packages. There are the fundamental units of reproducible R code. They include reusable functions, the documentation that describe how to use them, and sample data. So we've downloaded R and we've opened up the console. I will want to install the first package, which is called tidyverse. Tidyverse is an R package. It's a collection of functions, data, and documentation that extends the capabilities of base R. Using packages is key to successful use of R. The majority of packages that you will learn in this book are part of the so-called tidyverse. The packages in tidyverse share a common philosophy of data and R programming and are designed to work together naturally. So let's go ahead and install tidyverse with a single line of code. You can see this line right here, install.packages, with tidyverse as the parameter in the function. And it will start installing all these dependencies. That's the first part. Then I'll go down and download all these other items and install them. You may need to choose a mirror. Ideally, you choose the mirror that's closest to your physical location. Once all those are installed, it'll come down to the very bottom. So the packages in tidyverse change frequently, and you'll see that we update them later. Some other packages we need to install that are not part of the tidyverse are NYC Flights 13, Gapminder, and Llama. We need to install these packages not because they're not better or worse, they're just different. In other words, the complement to tidyverse is not Messiverse, but many other universes of interrelated packages. As you tackle more data science projects with R, you'll learn new packages and new ways of thinking. So let's go ahead and install NYC Flights, Gapminder, and Llama. NYC Flights 13, Gapminder, and Llama. So these packages provide data on airline flights, world development, and baseball. Could not install package. Oh, so we need to find the function install packages. So I typed that in incorrectly. If you hit up on your keyboard, it pastes whatever was the last thing you typed. So install packages. And then when we run that, it goes to the NYC Flights dataset, the Gapminder, and the Llama dataset. So in the previous section, we reviewed how to install a couple of packages. Now let's look at how to run code within R. If you run the same code in your local console, it will look something like this. So let's just run 1 + 2. And we hit enter, and we get an output of 3. So there are 2 main differences. In your console, you type after the caret, called the prompt. So that's how you would run your first part of code. Throughout this course, we use a consistent set of conventions to refer to code. And you'll see this going along. So we've installed the tidyverse package. We've installed 3 different datasets, and we've reviewed how to run code within your console. In the next section, we'll start getting deeper into the code and show you how to really use R.